Toji Fushiguro and Kenjaku. These two have more ties to each other than you think, with Toji's reluctance to finish Geto off indirectly leading to Kenjaku getting his current host body, but also Toji's failure to finish Gojo off indirectly leading to Kenjaku's end at the hand of Gojo's students. Despite these two never interacting upon Toji's untimely death, what would happen if they were to fight? In today's video, let's talk about exactly that. What's up guys, Versus Gambly here, and in today's video we've got Toji versus Kenjaku. I've had so many different interpretations of this fight over the years, and my current one is definitely the one that will piss a ton of people off. So with that being said, let's get into it. Bring on the hate. For this battle, I'm starting with Toji. This is for the simple fact that people are confused about whether or not Maki's scaling still applies to him. I'm here to say it right now, yes it does. Toji and Maki are still equal even after the time skip, and here's why I think this. Throughout the entire story, there's been an emphasis on the Heavenly Restriction's full realization. When Megumi fights Toji after he destroys Dagon, he says Toji is Maki but fully realized. Before going into any other examples, what is it that the Heavenly Restriction gives you? Superhuman physical capabilities. This of course includes her physicals, which we know from Mei Mei has a limit, and also other things like precognition, soul perception, and being able to jump in the air. Going back to the examples, when Mai sacrifices herself, she states that Maki wouldn't be able to reach her limits if she was around, literally stating that she has a limit. And finally, when Maki eliminates all obstacles like her mental block, we get the infamous line that she's equal to Toji and fully realized. During the time skip, she couldn't possibly gotten any stronger, but what she can do is get more skilled and gain more experience in battle. This is why Toji and Maki is an actual debate, because their skill vary and differ while their stats are exactly the same. With that being said, if you disagree, you can definitely let me know in the comments. Going into strength, Toji is just able to tear through everything in his way because of his insane stats. When going against Dagon, he ran through every single thing being thrown at him. The weapon Toji had was Playful Cloud that stated to only be as strong as the user, so everything he does with this weapon is attributed to his power. After Toji ran through everything Dagon had, he used his most durable and largest Shikigami against him, to which Toji just easily dismissed him, one-shotting them and going on to dominate Dagon physically. Dagon is a Disaster Cursed Spirit, one of the 4 that represent the peaks of Cursed Spirit power. He was so durable, Nanami, who has a technique that allows him to take advantage of weak spots, couldn't break his guard, something he did against Mahito. Mind you, this Dagon could barely guard because he was caught in Naobito's cursed technique, Projection Sorcery. Despite all this, Toji arrives and puts the beast on him with a weapon that only represents his own physical prowess. He then goes on to sharpen the weapon, making it into a pseudo sword of some sorts, and exercises Dagon through repeatedly stabbing him. The feats don't stop there though, as while he was alive, he was able to slice Gojo open from the neck down with his inverted Spear of Heaven. As I established earlier, whatever Maki can do physically, Toji can do as well, so yes, I'm going to be using her feats for Toji himself. Maki in her 2 encounters with Sukuna was able to overpower him physically. Of course, in both scenarios he's not at full power, and even then he's still holding back, but Maki's still able to show off her physical prowess. Against Megumi Sukuna, she enters a short scuffle with him, punches him in the face, and pushes him away. And against his true form, when he grabs her sword, she literally throws him. Speed, just like AP, is something Toji excels at. The Heavenly Restriction are usually portrayed as just these speed demons, unless they're going against the top 2 in the verse, Gojo and Sukuna. Maki, severely injured and hadn't even equaled Toji yet, sliced Ogi's head off before he even noticed Maki was in the vicinity. Ogi was the same guy who claimed he was never inferior to Naobito in Jujutsu Sorcery. Of course, I don't take this statement too seriously because the betrayal difference between them is insane. This same Maki got blitzed by Mach 3 Cursed Naoya, and as soon as she removed her mental block, she was unable to be touched by that same Naoya. So Toji would be around 2 bliss tier levels above a character who might be a little inferior to Naobito. And this is consistent because of what was stated during the Zenin Clan massacre. Maki was terrorizing them, and they claimed that Toji could have done the exact same thing when he was around, but he just decided not to. The version of the Zenin clan when Toji was alive, let alone actively associated with them, had a prime Naobito. This Naobito has less gray hairs than the one we see in the current story, and so this means Toji could have gone up to the Zenin clan and killed everyone there, including Naobito, who's likely even faster than he was during Shibuya. And we actually saw what's needed to be a speedster like Naobito, and literally all Maki did was move faster than him and move in 24 movements. There's a specific reason I'm emphasizing this so much, but that'll come into play later in the video. Beyond Maki going band for band with Sukuna himself, we have both her and Toji reacted to electricity casually. Maki was just able to block Nue's attack, and Toji was watching lightning come at him and completely avoided it. These guys without a doubt are near the top when it comes to speed. For durability and endurance, Toji and Maki also excel at this stat. Despite having no curse energy, their bodies are just so enhanced that they can replicate and surpass what sorcerers with curse energy can do. The perfect example of this was two things I talked about earlier. Maki was rammed into a mountain at Mach 3 and she survived it. She didn't tank it because she needed some time to recover, but she still survived the impact. And Maki just completely tanks the lightning from Nue. This Nue was Sukuna's, and you could see the raw size of the lightning, but it didn't matter to her. She took it completely without a problem. Maki also took 2 black flashes from Sukuna. The first one took her out of the battle for a little, and the second one she took like a champ. Sukuna also uses a ton of slashes on her, to which she just takes without a problem. Heck, he literally grabbed her face and she bled a little. Toji himself didn't actually showcase any durability because he never really took damage until his second fight with Gojo. He was hit with red, and even while weakening it with Inverted Spear of Heaven, he took damage. Of course, it didn't do any lasting damage to him, he just started bleeding, but if he took it without the weapon, I think a lot worse could have been done to him. The thing is though, I can't really say this is an anti-feat because red is the same attack that literally could one-shot Mahoraga. Sukuna's Mahoraga at that. With that being said, he's durable, but there are definitely more durable characters out there. I'll go a little bit into endurance in the hack section, but before we get there, I'd like to ask you guys to subscribe. We're a little far into the video, and since you're still here, clearly you're enjoying it, so go ahead and join the channel. Let's get to 70k by the end of the year. Finally, we have hacks, and this is when I can mainly talk about Toji in. Before that though, did you know that the two, Maki and Toji, have a certain level of regeneration? When Maki got rammed by Naoya, she told Kamo she needed a little time to heal her injuries. 5 minutes to be exact, and Kamo himself said Maki suffered internal damage, so for some reason the heavily restricted just have a healing factor. But beyond that, Toji has a ton of weapons in his hidden inventory. Get it? Hidden inventory. Starting off with his most broken weapon, he has the original version of the Soul Split Katana. This does exactly what the name says. It splits the soul of what it touches. This is what allows him to use Soul Split Katana so effectively. He's able to just bypass the durability of what he's attacking and go directly for its soul. It was so effective, it tore through Geto's most durable cursed spirit, the dragon, and it was effortless. Maki also just slices Naoya in half with the katana. It stated directly that if you don't have perception of the soul, you cannot heal from the wounds that you get from it. Sukuna was able to heal his wound because he has soul perception. This ability is exclusive to a few characters, one of which is super contentious, but we'll go over that a little later. Toji also has Inverted Spear of Heaven, as well as the Chain of 1,000 Miles. The spear is able to turn off / force the stoppage of any curse technique. We actually saw this directly with Gojo, allowing Toji to literally stab through his infinity. Of course, there's a limit to it, likely depending on the output and range of the attack. We see Toji unable to nullify Gojo's red when he uses it. Red is stated to have 2 times the output of blue, so I'm guessing the crazy amounts of output from the attack is what stopped the nullification. There's also the range aspect, as Toji knows with the chain he can nullify blue. If your output isn't all that, or Toji gets in close to attack, the curse technique will be nullified. With the chain, he's able to obviously extend the range of his nullification ability. Another thing Toji has is his fly heads. He used them against Gojo to block out his ability to track where he is. This gives emphasis on Toji's battle IQ. He immediately made a plan to get through Gojo's tricky abilities and executed it perfectly. Beyond all this, he has his normal weapons like a handgun, a katana, and a small knife. But with that said, I've skilled Toji, so now let's get into our other combatant, Kenjaku. Kenjaku is a sorcerer who's been around even since the Heian era, witnessing the strength of Ryoma Sukuna, the strongest sorcerer of all time. Being able to live for this long gives credence to his overwhelming power, and so now, let's get into how this guy scales. This is kind of funny because just like with Toji, we have to establish Kenjaku's scaling along with another character, Suguru Geto. Believe it or not, Kenjaku and Geto's scaling are literally the exact same thing. When Gege was asked about grip strength between a ton of characters, Kenjaku and Geto's body was second to Toji and Maki. But something of note is that in the same question, Kenjaku and Noritoshi Kamo's body is included. When Gojo reads Kenjaku's body, all he can see is Geto. The only thing different between Geto and Kenjaku is his ability to use reverse curse technique, domain expansion, and probably his curse energy efficiency. I say probably because I used to think Kenjaku had top 3 efficiency in the verse, but apparently using a domain expansion wore him down so much. Yeah, he's not that guy. I also want to make it clear that yes, the Gojo thing helps, because if you don't remember, no matter what situation you're in, you ooze curse energy. This is what Yuji had to learn back in the early stages of the story, and so for Gojo to look at Kenjaku and not realize the difference means his curse energy manipulation is almost the exact same as well. Anything Geto does, Kenjaku can do, and anything Kenjaku can do, Geto can do. With that being said, let's get into strength. I just mentioned it, but because of Geto's body, Kenjaku's literally stated to have higher grip strength than Gojo himself. This would mean that Kenjaku's base physical capabilities are super high and they get amplified by his use of curse energy. Sadly, we just barely see this strength in play. He punches Choso a lot, but he just ends up tanking them and continuing on to fight. Instead, he showcases his strength through his curse spirits. Against Yuji, he's able to combine curse spirit manipulation and gravity to pin him down and blast him with curse spirits. This had Yuji cooked, and he does the exact same thing to Choso later on, almost taking him out of the battle. Of course, both of them survived and actually continued on fighting, but this is Kenjaku's more weaker attacks. Kenjaku has 3 more things I want to go into. 2 of them are kind of the same thing, Mini Uzumaki and Uzumaki. Mini Uzumaki was able to turn Yuki into a donut but burn her when blocked. Uzumaki, on the other hand, is an attack that matched Yuta's Binding Vow boosted Love Beam. Kenjaku's full power Uzumaki will be even stronger as he has millions of curses, likely creating probably the most potent concentration of curse energy in the entire series. And beyond that, he has his domain expansion, and that put Yuki into critical condition. She was still able to get up and box with Kenjaku, but eventually she just reached her limit. He also has, of course, gravity, but that doesn't really do anything but hold people down. For speed, can we move forward? Geto was definitely not a speedster, and so by extension, Kenjaku obviously isn't either. Kenjaku was going band for band with baby Yuta, and of course I will give him the benefit of the doubt. He was boxing with both him and Rika, but it still doesn't look too good on his part. Kenjaku himself was going band for band with Yuki, whose speed really isn't anything to write home about. In fact, Yuki's the same sorcerer who scales below pre-Sendai Yuta, so the fact that Kenjaku and her are going at it makes sense. They're both Yuta victims. Alright, with all the jokes aside, Kenjaku's speed isn't all the... I'm sensing malice. Oh, it's your boy Plank. Kenjaku reacted to Yuki's black hole means absolutely nothing to our line of scaling. One is clearly a Gege oversight, as 15 chapters earlier he was hyping up Mach 3. Gege also made a comment about the ridiculousness of JJK's speed scaling, making fun of how it went from Mach speeds to infinite. Also, no, this isn't to show the higher levels of Jujutsu because, again, Yuta was literally stated to be stronger than Yuki before their fight. So the only thing you can say is that everyone on that level can replicate what Kenjaku did. Going into durability, man, I don't even want to continue. He got his head sliced off by base Yuta. He had to literally move his brain to survive piercing blood. The guy isn't him. The greatest thing I remember him doing was taking Yuki's attacks, but it was noted by him that he would have been done if Yuki's output was at full power. Put the backshots in the bag. Finally, going into hacks, I've been waiting to bring up Kenjaku's cursed spirits. This is because the version of Kenjaku we'll be using is a supposed prime. So he'd have the cockroach from Sendai, the Ganesha curse, and the millions of cursed spirits I was talking about earlier. The only cursed spirit of note though is Ganesha. This cursed spirit has the weird ability to remove all obstacles. Against the military, the soldiers were teleported into the sky and dropped down. This is the only time we saw this curse do anything though, because Yuki one-shotted it with a kick from Garuda. I also want to say it again, Kenjaku's hypothetical Uzumaki in this state is probably the strongest attack in the entire verse. Maybe I'm glazing, you can let me know in the comments. Kenjaku has anti-gravity and the reversal of it, which would obviously be gravity. But Yuki analyzed it and this thing is nothing. It only affects things 2 to 3 meters from Kenjaku and it lasts for only 6 seconds. Yeah, hell no. Kenjaku also has reverse curse technique to heal his wounds and his most broken adversary, his domain expansion. Other than its insane AP, it's an open domain allowing him to summon his curse technique into the real world. With that said, we've analyzed both characters' abilities in battle. So what would happen if they were to fight? Let's get into it right now. This fight will happen at the same place Toji fought Gojo the first time. This is because I wanted to show you guys this beautiful thumbnail again. Same rules as always, whoever dies or gets knocked out first loses. So let's go and simulate the fight. Play the Budokai music! The fight would start and Kenjaku would immediately know who Toji is. This is because he has Geto's memories, and because of this, he knows that Toji is a sneaky guy and he has insane strength. With that being said, he wouldn't let Toji get near him, opting to keep a distance, so he'd use Ganesha. Sadly, he doesn't actually know about Toji's inverted Spear of Heaven that calls for the forced stoppage of curse techniques. Whether or not the cursed spirit would just stop being controlled by Kenjaku, or if the cursed technique would stop because of the weapon, is up to you, but it just means that Toji wouldn't be stopped by Ganesha. Also, Toji has a resistance to curses, so if you don't want to say that Ganesha uses a curse technique, which wasn't even stated, so there's a reason to believe that, Toji would have resistance to it because it stems from curse energy. With Ganesha not being able to stop him and Toji likely cutting through it like the dragon, Kenjaku would be shook, and if it ends up like the Yuki situation, the fight might just end right there and then. I say this because while Yuki was fast enough to box with Kenjaku relatively, she used the Ganesha curse to pull up on Kenjaku in close range. Toji is faster than Yuki. Naobito is the fastest sorcerer behind Gojo, and Toji is able to deal with that speed, implying relativity or surpassing him. This also means Toji should be at the very least faster than Jogo, who Dagon himself questions if Naobito is faster than him. Jogo is someone Gege literally said would give Kenjaku too much trouble in trying to put him into his curse technique. This by itself would mean at the very least, if Kenjaku's caught up like this, he would not be able to guard, and Toji would split his soul with Soul Split Katana. There also isn't any evidence that Kenjaku can perceive the soul. You can know about it or subconsciously protect it without having that. With that being said, he'd have no way to heal from the attack, and Toji would just win. This is but one outcome though, let's go into some of the others. Kenjaku can instead try to overwhelm Toji with his cursed spirits. He stated this himself. Once his opponent figures out what his technique is, he just piles cursed spirits on them. With that said, this isn't a good tactic against Toji either. You saw him run through the Shikigami Dagon had with just his physical strength and Pray for Cloud. With his Duranex sword, he'd do easy crowd control. There isn't a single cursed spirit he has to worry about because he just slices through all of it. Once Toji gets in close, however, Kenjaku can use his gravity to hold him down or at the very least stun him.
See these two, man. Come on, man. You know why they're laughing? Come on, man. Because he's out.
First off, we've seen a weaker Maki who's bleeding out from almost dying just directly fight against a curse technique that holds you in place. It's not like Kenjaku's. The curse technique is literally made to hold you in place, and she just overpowers it with strength. Toji is significantly stronger than this, and so the gravity just wouldn't phase him. Beyond this, Toji has inverted Spear of Heaven. He just turns the gravity off. The range of the gravity is terrible as well, so it would be as effective as Infinity was for Toji, a non-factor. From there, Toji turns him into some cheese, slicing him up and ending the fight. The third scenario I want to go over is Kenjaku using his domain expansion right off the bat. This is a scenario because unlike other domains, Kenjaku's domain expansion is open. And because of this fact, there's an assumption that this automatically gives him a win condition on Toji and Maki. No, it does not. Kenjaku's domain is not Sukuna's. Here's the difference. When Sukuna's domain expansion was used back in Shibuya, it was deliberately stated what the sure hit consists of. For anything with cursed energy within range, cleave. For inanimate objects, dismantle. Until Malevolent Shrine is gone, it will relentlessly attack all targets within a sure hit. Can someone anyone show me where it says anything about open domains attacking things without cursed energy, because that is not here. In fact, the trees and space around Kenjaku are completely untouched by the domain because, again, it's not like Sukuna's. The domain would, however, attack Toji's worm, to which he know, just like he does about reverse curse technique, to avoid it. With that being said, Toji can just swallow the cursed spirit again and finish the fight against Kenjaku, who has no curse technique due to burnout. And when everything's done, Toji has won every single scenario I put him in. He's significantly faster than Kenjaku. He has durability negation to get through his already lackluster durability. Not a single cursed spirit in his arsenal can hold Toji down. His domain expansion cannot work against him, and it wouldn't even get to that point. And if worse comes to worse, Toji cancels everything coming at him with Inverted Spirit of Heaven. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure you're waiting for me to talk about Uzumaki. You know, the thing that Kusakabe and Fodder reacted to. Yeah, you can go fuck